In this video, I'm reviewing Witchy Woo from Vyrao. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sarah and I'm a perfume reviewer. Please do subscribe to my channel and join this All the Perfume community. If you're not new, welcome back and thank you for watching my videos, plus all of your likes and comments. Firstly, thank you to the brand for sending me this perfume to try. Vyrao began in 2021 and the name means I am verdant, I am vigorous, I sprout new growth. And I will talk a little bit about the meaning and intentions behind the perfume. Certainly this lovely green branding has caught my eye on social media over the last couple of years. There are currently 8 perfumes in the Vyrao line and they are meant to lift and shift your mood by targeting specific energies and emotions. They do this through scent, of course, colour, crystals and science-backed natural ingredients. The formulas of the perfumes activate the parts of the brain where memories and emotions are processed, and in that way we are able to tap into the feelings behind each fragrance. Let's take a look at the packaging and the bottle. And the box, the green, is really on brand and works so well for being very distinctive from anything else I've seen. I can't think of any other branding that is this green. It's looking really good. And with the bottle, I love that you have a blend of purple going into blue. So at the top, it looks, well, almost like a pink actually in some lights. It goes quite light in the middle, and then you've got this gorgeous blue that just gets deeper at the bottom. And I think that really suits the witchy vibe. It doesn't have the name of the scent on it, which I know for some people isn't something they like. They prefer to have the perfume name there on the bottle. I'm quite happy with this because it's the same all the way around and that makes a nice change. The focus is on that colour blend instead. Now, I was so intrigued to see that in each of the perfumes from Vyrao, you have a Herkimer diamond, and that is infused with light and sound, chant and prayer to help invoke the positive energy intention of the perfume. And I've never heard of that before in a fragrance. So I was looking around my bottle for the diamond, I looked at the lid and I couldn't see it. So I Googled and I wasn't seeing it in other bottles at first. And I thought, well, maybe it's just hidden in the cap. I believe it's there and it's got that great energy, so fine. And then I saw it. And I would love it if you could see this on camera too. There is the little crystal, the diamond is down there and it's on the right of the bottle there and it's noticeable. I can see it now. And I just love that detail. That's a complete unique selling point for me from Vyrao. I've not seen that anywhere else in fragrance. So I love that. I'm happy with the bottle. And then with the box, there are some cute details in here as well. I opened it up and was surprised to see this little affirmation card. And you've got the brand name there and they say while you spray for their perfumes. On the back it says Woo Art Magic and it goes on to tell you the perfume's intention. And this one is for courage and creativity and it talks about how the notes in Witchy Woo will bring out those feelings. So we'll talk a little bit more about the notes in a minute. I thought the card was a really cute, unusual detail and especially in how it was presented actually inside the box proper. It was there by the bottle when I opened it up. So I won't keep the box. I so rarely keep a perfume box, but it has been an enjoyable one just for this couple of weeks where I get to know the perfume and I'm looking at it to review. I like to keep my perfumes aside anyway when they're brand new. It just feels that extra special thing to have a perfume in its box for those first couple of weeks. Then afterwards I will part ways, but it all feels very well done. And of course, that diamond in the bottle for me just makes this perfume extra special. Let's talk about the notes and give Witchy Woo a test. And you know, before it joined my collection only recently, I did test this maybe a year ago in a Space NK store. And as well as having seen the lovely green branding and knowing about the house, I was interested in this scent because of the name Witchy Woo. I remember liking it, but I didn't remember too much else. So in this perfume, you've got Moroccan orris in the top with rose. In the middle, there is cinnamon, nutmeg and black pepper. And in the base, frankincense, musk and also a patchouli note. And on my very first test, I was happy, I liked it. I've given it a full day's wear And you get this really lovely, kind of addictive earthiness from that orris note. And then it so quickly, even on my second sniff there, becomes smoky and peppery. So I was reminded of Smoky Oud 07 from Kayali, and the two perfumes share their musk and they share the patchouli, and I love that perfume. That's a perfume that I've talked about on here a few times as very strong, very well done, but that is certainly stronger than this scent. With the Kayali perfume, I will wear that as a choice when I'm quite happy to, you know, have people notice I'm wearing perfume and leave that scent trail. But this one I found more wearable. I feel like the rose in this and that musk give it something lighter in its projection. Then I was reminded of another perfume, Cosmic Power from Charlotte Tilbury, which was launched last year as a line of 6 perfumes from her brand. And Cosmic Power is also about channeling energies and emotions. The whole line, in fact, are. I really enjoy that perfume, and it is actually the one that I want the most. It's on my wish list from that line. So it's not a surprise that I like this perfume too. They share quite a few of the notes. The black pepper, cinnamon, the frankincense, the musk and the rose are all similarities in both perfumes. The dry down of this perfume is woody, and it actually wore quite close to the skin. I could smell it on myself, but it wasn't as strong as I had expected from the notes and the branding. But I really like that, because to me I get the witchy feeling and the intrigue, that frankincense note. It feels a bit mysterious. It is a really enjoyable as a wear, but it is wearable. It isn't like Smoky Oud, which is definitely a choice when I want to be noticed and I know I'll have that scent trail. So you could spray a lot more of this and have it stronger, but otherwise it's the things I like in Smoky Oud, but more subtly done with more of a freshness. So I really like this, and I was surprised to see that a few people find this similar to Victoria Beckham's Portofino 97, and I laugh because I've mentioned that perfume so many times on my channel. It was a birthday gift kind of to myself. I had help from my siblings who contributed, and that perfume is a really lovely blast of bergamot and then smoky notes. And with Witchy Woo, it shares its black pepper, it shares the incense, and it shares the musk. I have to say, I don't think I would have noticed the similarity without having seen that other people found them similar. And that's all about the branding, with that, you know, beautiful turquoise kind of reminiscent of the sea bottle from Victoria Beckham. I don't expect the same things as Witchy Woo, even though they are, of course, both peppery scents. So those 3 scents that I've mentioned, your Smoky Oud 07, Cosmic Power, and also Portofino 97, those are your ways into Witchy Woo. But this overall is earthy, peppery, it's got a lightness in there, and it dries down woody. I'm going to talk a little bit about the notes in the scent and the intentions behind them. With that Moroccan orris in the opening, that is all about your courage and your creativity. The rose is about love and enlightenment. You have your black pepper for anti-anxiety, and then you've got your musk for clarity, and then also you've got your patchouli to keep you grounded. Now, when I smell the fragrance, I feel like that opening and that earthiness from the orris is very calming, and it is feel good because of that. There is an addictive quality to this, and I love the addition of the black pepper as something that is anti-anxiety, because I feel like you can't be creative and courageous if you're feeling stressed or not calm. So I would say that this is a very calming scent, and I love the way those notes work together. The musk for clarity, well, I feel like if you're in a moment of stillness where you're smelling this scent, then you will get clarity in your mind as well. Now, I would want to have this in my collection as a scent I just sniff for that calm moment, and I test it even if I'm not wearing it. But I can imagine myself really reaching for this in autumn. It's with these beautiful colours, and I'm not into Halloween at all. In fact, I really dislike it. But, you know, Witchy Woo, that's a playful name that I can happily enjoy, and I can imagine this just being really good for that time of year to embrace the change of the seasons and the cooler weather. That is how I will enjoy wearing this perfume. it's a love for me and I'm really happy with it. And I think it does definitely give you unusual feelings in the way that it is so calming as you smell it. Is it worth it? Is Witchy Woo from Vyrao worth it? Well, I was pleasantly surprised because this 50ml bottle is £135 and I had expected it to be a lot more actually. I think with the intentions of the brand to change and shift your mood with their perfumes, with the details like the card that I showed you in the box and the affirmations, the diamond that is inside every bottle, I certainly was expecting a higher price point. With all of those things considered and how I enjoy the fragrance, this perfume would have been on my wish list if I hadn't received it as PR. If I'd tested it properly through a sample or in store, this would be on my wish list and I would pay £135 for this bottle, with only a little bit of a wish that it was an 100ml perfume. Now, that's easy for me to say because I have a lot of perfumes, so I won't get through this bottle as quickly. Perhaps if I had fewer, I would need this bottle to be bigger, but with my collection as it is, I'm talking about what I do personally, a 50ml bottle would be just fine and I would pay that money. The brand are vegan and cruelty free. The bottle is recycled and recyclable, so I think this is a really brilliant house to look out for. It feels like something different on the scene and well done, so I'm going to say yes, Witchy Woo is worth it and I would have absolutely paid that money for this bottle. But as I say usually in my videos, I wouldn't say for this money it's a blind buy. You need to test the fragrance first, and maybe even you could test those other similar scents I've mentioned to see how they compare as well. But I'm really happy with it on the whole. I have a Vyrao wishlist and it is for The Sixth, a perfume in their line that was launched in 2022. Now I've seen a little clip of Gwyneth Paltrow saying that she is loving that scent, so I will include that video below as well. The Sixth has notes of apple, basil and rosemary, and I love rosemary in perfumes. And I read somebody say that they feel that in that perfume you can smell every individual note, so I'm intrigued. I would love to at least try that one and, if not, have it in my collection. That perfume looks really good as well. Thank you again to the brand for sending me this perfume, and I will include the link to shop below. Thank you of course for watching my review, and please do let me know if this scent appeals to you, if you've tried it, and I want to hear about other Vyrao scents you might have tried as well. I'm of course always here for your questions too. Remember to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and please do subscribe to my channel if you're not here as part of our community already. You can go and find me over on Instagram, over on my blog, and also on TikTok. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you again to the brand for sending me this perfume, and I will include my link to this perfume below so you can shop for it yourself. If you have tried it already or anything else from Vyrao, I would love to hear from you, and if this one appeals to you or if you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can find me as well over on Instagram, on TikTok and on my blog. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next video.